Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Tony from the Redbeard podcast, and guess what? This is Cooley.
Right here.
Right. Faces.
Yeah.
Names
Never
of the
saw
faces.
me before. Actually, you have. You saw him too on the website.
But now it's
Of course
like a
we posted
video
it.
thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are listening to this and you're not seeing us, obviously now you know there's a video podcast version of this podcast, so you can come and see us in person, but not really because it's on tape.
Right.
So, yeah, man, we got some cool shit to talk about today.
Yeah, man. So first thing that I wanted to touch on today is just this whole idea of a rated R superhero movie. Mm-hmm. Deadpool, we all talked about that for like 2 weeks in a row now. Was rated R, one of the highest grossing rated R films of all time in the opening. Also, one of the highest grossing films in the month of February, or actually the highest grossing film in the month of February, breaking all kinds of records. And because of that, Hollywood studios are now thinking, hey, rated R superhero movies could be a good thing.
Yeah, but I think I have a couple different views about that. I mean, I think that rated R superhero movies are cool if it's warranted. Like Deadpool, totally has to be rated R to make that character work and to be able to put the stuff in the movie that you need to make it true to the comics and who Deadpool is. But I don't think that they should start cranking out R-rated movies now just to get some sex in there and just to get some more violence and vulgarity. Like, Deadpool stood out because that's who he is, right?
Right.
Don't put an R rating on a Wolverine movie just so we can see him banging some girl. Like, it's not needed.
Yeah, for real.
Right?
Like, Wolverine is a clear example of a movie that can totally work as a rated R movie because of the nature of the character.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
He, popping his claws, sticking people in the throat, whatever the hell, cutting heads off, right? These are all things that you see in the comics, but we haven't seen in the movies, really. I mean, we bugged the fuck out when we saw Wolverine, kill somebody in X2. But it wasn't really a berserker Wolverine. Like, he wasn't, going out of his mind nuts. It seemed pretty damn controlled. He was stuck somebody in the chest and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, right, it wasn't, it wasn't like I'm out of my mind with rage and cutting the shit out of people. That's something we can see in a rated R movie, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think if we really want to see Wolverine tear somebody apart, then let's do it, rated R, by all means. But I don't think that we have to do that. I feel like Hugh Jackman has made Wolverine an iconic character in the Marvel universe. Is it the Marvel? No,
it is the Marvel universe, but it's not the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
right?
Because it's 20th Century Fox owns the rights to the X-Men, and Wolverine's one of the X-Men, so you're never going to see him in the same sandbox as Captain America or Thor or whatever. But technically, yes, they are in the same universe. And by the way, Deadpool actually did a pretty good job of bridging those two universes.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Because there was one really cool thing that I caught, and I'm pretty sure Tony caught it too. Mm-hmm. The final battle scene happens to take place on a helicarrier.
Yep.
Right? Which never existed in the X-Men universe from 20th Century Fox, only in the Avengers movies. And while it wasn't called a helicarrier, and it didn't have any SHIELD logos or anything like that, it was pretty friggin' obvious that it was a helicarrier. So, bravo to Deadpool for finally bridging these two universes, even though we'll never see them get to play together.
Right. I mean, I think that if anything, back to Wolverine, I feel like Hugh Jackman has made that character iconic. Without having an R rating, we don't have to do that just to make it even more violent for no reason. Violence is warranted when necessary. Let's not include more just so we can get an R rating.
Right. So we have Wolverine that may be an R rating, and like you pointed out, doesn't have to be. Right. But like I pointed out, it can work, and it's an instance where having a R rating is actually, it's okay. It's okay with me, right? Suicide Squad is another one, right? You have a group of villains, right?
Sick.
It's a group of villains. They're all in prison for being really diabolical people, right? And you have one guy, he's a crack shot with a sniper rifle. You have another one that's just out of her friggin' mind bonkers, and you got another guy who's a crocodile that eats people. I mean, I can picture some pretty violent shit. going on in this movie. So that's another one that a rated R film, an R rating, actually could be warranted and really, be a good thing for that film. It hasn't been rated yet. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's a movie that, like, whenever I see the trailers, this film has not yet been rated.
Yeah, but see, I feel like it couldn't have been more perfectly timed.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's great that now it's like, the R rating. So now if they make it rated R, people are going to come out and see it because they're going to be like, oh, this is going to be like, if it's rated R, it's got to be hardcore. When that might have not even been necessary. They might slap an R rating on it to get more people to go see it because of what Deadpool did. But the movie's already been filmed. I mean, there's not really much you can add into it after the fact unless they really put some money into doing that.
Usually, though, when you have something that hasn't been rated yet and it's due to hit theaters so soon, right? Mm-hmm. We haven't seen a rating on it. It's due to hit theaters in August. This is a film that should have a rating or an idea of where it's going. Chances are their cut is already hardcore and extreme, and they're wondering, hey, what do we have to cut from this to bring it down to a PG-13? Or now that Deadpool has shown this success, do we even have to? Can we just go with the R rating?
Yeah, just keep it brutal. That's a good point.
But on the flip side, and this is where I've been kind of leading to this whole time, there are movies that this just wouldn't work for, and one of them, they've already announced that there's going to be an R-rated Blu-ray edition.
Oh, yeah.
Batman v Superman. I mean, they've this is a clear example of what you were just saying. They've already cut this movie, right? This is a movie that's already ready to go. They've already got all their trailers out. Like, they've already released the final trailer, right? And that's gonna be in theaters in a month. Like, literally a month from today, that movie will be in theaters. So,
don't push it. Like, don't push it unless you have to. And like I said from the beginning, Daredevil warranted it. Don't do it unless you have to. And guys, hey, we want to know what you think too. So if you think an R rating is like something that we should see more of, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think, because it's kind of a debate that we've been having for a while, and I've asked a couple buddies about it, and they have their own views and why, and like I'm really interested to see what you guys think who are watching this or are listening to this. So throw us out what your view is on this so we can kind of start a little bit of a banter going, because we all have different reasons and views on that. But I just saw the Daredevil 2 trailer.
Oh yeah, which one?
2. Well, I'm going to throw this out there. Most people are going to fucking hate me for this, but I have not seen season 1 of Daredevil. Oh my god, fuck me, right? But hey, after seeing, I hope that you're in frame now.
Hey, you know what?
Wait a minute. After seeing the season 2 trailer with the Punisher, I am like so down to watch the first season now, because it looks.
You got to binge it, man.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to.
Dude, I was out in California, right? I'm in California.
Yeah.
Why would I be in the house watching Netflix? Why? Because Daredevil season 1 came out. That I was out in California on the day it came out. I sat inside in a hotel room in sunny California for 13 hours straight and watched Daredevil season 1. Finished it, then went to go see Muir Woods.
see, most people like me would have been like, let's go check out Muir Woods, because it's going to get dark soon. I'm not going to have shit to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait until you can't do anything. I mean, unless you're going to go out drinking, because that's what I did in California.
Well, to be fair, awesome. I started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then, into the evening, slept for a little while, woke up in the morning, then went to Muir Woods. But,
you spent 13 hours.
Yeah.
So you started at 4 p.m. and then went maybe went to sleep around 2. Woke up at 4 a.m. and then watched Daredevil till 8 and then went to the Muir Woods. Like, what did you? Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
What was everybody else doing?
Telling me to turn the TV down. Hey, can you turn it down?
No one cares about Daredevil. So, and I don't want to know what happens. I'm going to the Muir Woods.
No spoilers, man.
No, man. I honestly definitely have to see that now. And you got our boy Shane playing.
Yeah,
Punisher.
He's gonna be the Punisher, dude. So yeah, I mean, I flipped out over you not seeing season 1, so we didn't really talk about the trailer yet. let's talk about the trailer, man. Which one did you see? Did you see the first?
I've seen both of them.
You saw both of the new trailers, all right?
Them,
cool.
Yeah. So, but I liked the one, focusing on the Punisher aspect of season 2 rather than the first one, which was just kind of like some Elektra stuff. But I'm really looking forward to Punisher, man. I got to be honest with you. I'm gonna kind of agree with somebody who, by the way, just to bring up, we have a new addition to Redbeard podcast. If you check out our website now, you can see Kavanaugh's Corner, starring Andrew Kavanaugh, who is now living in Florida, but you guys have kind of seen his movie reviews posted on Redbeard. But he's going to be doing a video podcast as he sees movies and wants to kind of review them. So make sure to check that out. But I'm with Andrew. Going to agree with him that I did prefer the Thomas Jane Punisher over the other one. I prefer that one.
Well, yeah, because the other one was like, all right.
Yeah, but a lot of people like, oh, the Thomas Jane one sucked, but no, it didn't. It was good.
I don't know who said that.
A lot of people.
Nobody who cares about the Punisher said that.
Well, no, dude, I disagree, because I have people that are Punisher fans.
Then they need to jump off a fucking cliff.
Thank you.
Because that movie was awesome. First of all, just as a movie, but secondly, it was basically the Garth Ennis Punisher run, and like almost, I don't want to say it was verbatim because it wasn't, but I mean it was definitely, you could tell like each part of that movie was crafted from something that Garth Ennis wrote, and for anybody, Garth Ennis's run on the Punisher is the definitive run. I know a lot of people would say like maybe Chuck Dixon, probably would be the guy that you would say defined the Punisher, but you know what? No, it's Garth Ennis to me.
Yeah.
I think Garth Ennis' run was phenomenal, and that was my favorite representation of him on the big screen. But I think that while it's going to be a lot different, I think John Bernthal, he's gonna nail it. It's going to be awesome.
Oh no, he's going to kill it.
Just the bit of dialogue that we got.
Even his vocal work, like his vocal work alone, I thought was very Punisher-esque. Like it was excellent. So like this is kind of gonna lead to a connection to a couple other things. One being Suicide Squad and The Dark Knight. Is that vocal work means a lot to me, and if I ever get goosebumps when I watch something because of somebody's vocal work, I'm fully invested in it. Like when I heard his Punisher vocal work, I was like, oh shit, like I really want to watch this now. And then when when the Dark Knight trailer came out, the teaser, and you didn't see anything except the bat symbol, I was like, all right, like let's see what the teaser is, and I was psyched. And then I heard Heath Ledger's Joker laugh and got goosebumps because I did not expect his laugh to be that fucking creepy. And I went to see it, and from then on, I was like, okay, I think Heath Ledger's gonna pull this shit off, and he obviously did. For anybody who's seen that, one of his Academy Award, posthumous Academy Award. I think there's only been 2 given. And then, I know a lot of people don't like the look of Jared Leto as the Joker in Suicide Squad. I'm kind of half and half about that. But at the end of the Suicide Squad trailer, when you hear his laugh, and you don't really see him until the very end where, he's like, I'm going to hurt you really, really bad. Like, his laugh alone gave me goosebumps. And I was like, I really want to see this now. So, it's like when I get goosebumps about something, that's enough for me to really know that, like, this is kind of grabbing hold of me and I really want to see it. So I'm interested to see what he does with the Punisher, because that was kick-ass. Like, just that alone for me.
The direction that they're going with him, though, I mean, I am...
The Punisher you talking about?
The Punisher, yeah. I'm stoked to see this because... And you haven't seen the first season of Daredevil, but I can tell you, the first season of Daredevil, the character, right? Matt Murdock, Daredevil, fantastic, but he is the type of guy that he'll go out, he'll get his ass beat, he'll come back, he'll be like all beat down, and he'll hear about something going down somewhere, and he'll be like, I think one of the joints in my foot still works, I'm gonna fucking go and fight this shit, right? Like I'm gonna go throw my body into that too. And you're looking at the screen, you're like, how the hell is he doing this, right? Like, how is he and it's inspiring because you're like, oh, this guy has, he definitely has that motivation, to get out there and be a hero, right?
Yeah.
Now, in this trailer where the Punisher's talking, I mean, he calls him a half measure.
Yeah.
I think you're a half measure. He basically says, I think you're a coward, right? He says, those are his exact words, I think you're a coward. And I'm like, if you got somebody calling Daredevil a coward, a half measure, how extreme is this guy?
You know what the coolest line out of the trailer was? He goes, when you hit somebody, they get back up. When I hit somebody, they stay down.
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome. I'm like, what a cool freaking thing to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Basically, he's getting the job done on a temporary level. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? His results are more permanent.
Right.
So, dude, I'm excited for Daredevil 2, and I'm going to watch Season 1, and I will let you guys know what I think about it.
Second trailer with Elektra.
Awesome.
What?
I like where she's in. I don't know whose house she was in, but he was like, she's like, I forgot what she said to him, but he was like, oh no, you break into my house. What did he say? He's like, we're not.
Yeah, you don't get to talk to me about trust.
Yeah, you don't get to talk to me about trust.
That was Daredevil.
Yeah,
that's Charlie Cox. He's Matt Murdock in that scene, but that character is Daredevil. And
didn't he have a shaved head in that scene though?
No.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe
no, he didn't have his glasses on.
That's all right. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I thought
Same
he had
thing.
a shaved head. All right, whatever. Same shit. So.
Yeah, people ask me all the time when I take my hat off. They're like, "Oh, what's different about you? Did you shave your beard?" And I'm like, "No, you see my beard? It's still there. Try again."
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, listen, I forgot my hair at home. Okay.
I forgot my hair.
That's what it comes
it's on the nightstand. So shit.
But yeah, Elektra, and then ninjas.
Oh, ninjas.
Who doesn't love ninjas?
Fucking ninjas.
And they're all over the place. There was like fucking 20 of them scaling a building in that trailer,
I
right?
love ninjas.
Yeah.
Oh man, even I don't know what that was, but I just threw up a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think
got it on film.
Yeah,
Word.
Obviously. So I think one of my favorite ninjas of all time, though, it has to be Chris Farley in Beverly Hills Ninja. But no, I know, dude, it was stupid. Yeah. But when you started talking about ninjas, I don't know why I just thought of that movie. But obviously, I like things that make me laugh.
Yeah.
And that always makes me laugh. And I think I was watching it the other day. That's why it's fresh in my head. But
they
show
the scene in there though. They show the scene in there.
Yeah.
Where somebody takes his mask off.
Yeah.
But then they cut away. So what do you think that means? Do you think that means that there's like a secret that needs to be revealed there?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is that guy taking off his mask?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's probably an Asian guy.
I don't know. Maybe it's American Ninja.
Oh shit! Like an American Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you saw that movie before, right?
Yeah,
American Ninja.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, with the. Or maybe it's Jim Carter.
Maybe it's Bruce Lee.
And I don't mean Jim Carter. I mean Jim Carter. Jim Carter, and I know that's like the Rhode Island way of saying Jim Carter.
Yeah. Carter.
But Jim Carter, it's GYM, like a gym that you go to work out.
Yeah.
And then kata, Kata, like
kata.
Yeah.
Like when you say, do you take karate? It's karate.
Yeah. So look it up. It's actually, what is it, 80s?
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, it's an 80s film when martial arts was like this huge thing. And I guess they were running out of shit to do with martial arts, so they was like, fuck it, let's mash it up with gymnastics. And they made Jim Carter. And there was this dude like running around doing all this gymnastics and karate and shit like that mixed together. And it was pretty fucking cool looking. Mm-hmm. It was cool to look at, but it was a shitty story. So don't expect a good story, but expect a lot of cool visuals. It's a pretty cool thing to watch or whatever, so do it or whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see ninjas, though, just like fuck shit up. Did you watch Enter the Dragon?
I did.
See,
if you haven't, fuck you.
Yeah. So, seriously. But, like, you know the scene where he actually, like, dresses up at night and he breaks in, he slides down the rope and, like, takes all those guys out? Like,
yep.
That is the epitome of a ninja, because it's Bruce Lee being a ninja.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so awesome. That was probably one of my favorite scenes. He just breaks in there, does all these like nunchuck moves. By the way, since we're talking about martial arts, there's a movie, there's a video clip that I'm going to post on Redbeard Podcast. If you are not a Bruce Lee fan, then watch it. If you are a Bruce Lee fan, then you've probably already seen it or you love it. But it's an excellent film clip, whatever, that I hadn't seen up until a year ago. And it came up on my Facebook feed that I posted it last year. And I posted it again this year because it's that awesome. It's him talking about how water doesn't have a shape If you pour water into a glass, it becomes the glass. If you pour it into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. And he's like, be like water, my friend. And then, because he's talking about how you shouldn't have any style or any form. You should be able to adjust to anybody fighting you, right? Then it shows him his weapon of choice was nunchucks. So you see him doing ridiculous stuff. He's playing ping pong with nunchucks and beating these guys. Then he takes 2 out and he's beating both guys. Like, it's one thing to hit a ping pong ball with a nunchuck. It's another thing to hit it perfectly so it lands on the other side of the table. I don't know how you do that. Then he was like, they were throwing matches at him and he was hitting the match in the right way where it actually caught fire. Like, stuff that I don't understand how you even do that with your... No, like, with a nunchuck, it's one thing, but, like, to do it at that speed, and you got to see it to believe it. It's fucking unbelievable.
It's on YouTube?
I'm going to post it on Redbeard Podcast. Word. It is phenomenal. Like, this guy is... He's one of the most amazing martial artists ever. But not just martial arts. It's, like, things that he was able to accomplish and do in the short time that he was alive, and then people still can't accomplish those things today. I mean, like, the guy's... There's nobody else that's better than him. I mean, like, he's one of a kind.
Well, Jackie Chan...
Different
style.
Jackie Chan, yeah, but Jackie Chan...
All entertainment, I know. It's not, like, real fighting, right?
Right.
But he could probably still kick my ass.
Well, yeah. Well, he is a martial artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he does it more for... He does more, like, stunt martial arts now.
But I don't know if it was at the... It was on... It was a special feature on either the Super Cop or the Rush Hour DVD. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
But there was this thing, it blew my mind, and I still think about it to this day. Like, he puts his elbow up like this, and he just stacks, like, a bunch of quarters up there. I think it was something like 5 or 7, right?
Yeah.
And it was the Rush Hour, because I remember Chris Tucker tried it, and he just fucking, the quarters went everywhere.
What did he, like, fast enough to...
Yeah, he just goes like this, but, like, he just, like, literally, he does this, and as his fucking elbow leaves, the quarters leave the elbow, they kind of start falling, and he literally grabs, right? He's got all the quarters in his hand. None of them hit the floor.
That's insane.
One hand. Like, he's like this, and he just goes... And it's like fucking... You're like, what? And then Chris Tucker tries it, and the fucking quarters go everywhere. It's crazy.
Did you ever see the thing in one of my favorite movies, Bloodsport? You ever see where he's like, if I can take that... he goes, if I can grab this quarter before you close your hand, he's like, I get to take this girl home. And he's like, if not, then... You know, like you win, right? So he puts a quarter in the dude's hand.
What's the girl say to this? Like,
well,
she
actually got pissed. She was like, "I'm not doing this," but like they kind of were like, "Yeah, right," and they grabbed her. It's like it's kind of a. He knew he was gonna be able to.
It's really
do it.
fucking sexist, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of fucked up actually, but he knew he was gonna win. He was like saving her from these guys. So he goes. So he puts the quarter in the guy's hand, and then he goes, "You say go," and the guy goes go, and he closes his hand, and then. He's like, you lose, American asshole, because whatever. And then he's like, and then Van Damme just goes, and he looks and he opens his hand, and not only is the quarter gone, he replaced it with a gold one. It was like, what? But it's like, obviously Van Damme can't do that shit, but like...
Yeah, camera.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just the fact there are people out there that can do that, and it was just a really cool scene. So you talk about speed, it's like, that's always something I thought was awesome.
Right.
So, I don't know, but we're getting off topic, but that's what we do here at Redbeard.
Yeah.
So...
conversation, bro.
Oh, God. So we got to talk about something that you brought up earlier about Finn Thompson. Who
Finn Jones.
Sorry, Finn Jones from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So the Rose... Mm-hmm. We know who the Rose is from Game of Thrones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, he is going to be Iron Fist in the new Netflix Iron Fist TV show.
That's going to be sick.
Now, we all know that Luke Cage is coming.
Yes!
Because Luke Cage was in Jessica Jones.
Luke Cage was a baller.
Fucking awesome, man.
Dude.
I can't wait for Luke Cage's series. But since Luke Cage is coming, Iron Fist can't be far behind. Right?
No. And I think... but, dude, that guy, they couldn't have cast anybody more perfect for Luke Cage.
Well, no, because he's
fucking awesome.
Used to fisting stuff, right? We've all watched Game of Thrones. He's got experience.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so you can fist the shit out of things, man.
Yeah, it's iron.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
they got to do something with the hair though.
Yeah, the hair's a little...
We're looking at him right now.
Yeah, we're looking at him. We're sizing him up.
We'll put him on the screen in a minute.
But. Yeah, so you guys know who that is. So, But yeah,
He's
I
gonna be
mean,
on the screen, bro.
yeah, I know, but I wanted to do that anyway.
All right,
Because it's funny.
sure.
You know what I mean? I want there's gonna be. See the picture behind us right now? We were actually I wanted you to see that and then be like, C to make it dumb. But
All right, no,
it's not. I don't know. I saw it in my head. Fuck
It
you.
worked.
All right, maybe
It worked for me.
We'll see when this. Yeah, it
I was
worked
like,
for
what the fuck is he doing?
you. Yeah, I know. That's why I knew what you were doing, but I was like, I'm gonna do this just to be dumb. So, anyway, but I think he was good on Game of Thrones, but he's one of those guys that I think it would do a really good job as Iron Fist. So, yeah, man. So are there any other movies that you've checked out since Deadpool? Because I haven't.
No, I mean, Deadpool is it.
Yeah.
I've been watching 11/22/63.
I want to start that, but I haven't. Is it good so far?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I heard it's getting really.
I was
good
gonna
ratings.
swear, but I
Yeah, fuck that.
yeah.
Um,
Trying to keep it PG-13.
yeah.
I only get a certain amount per show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my became phenomenal.
yeah. James Franco.
Yeah.
I've been hearing it's been getting really good ratings. Another show that we have talked about recently, and we're gonna just reiterate how good it is. Lucifer.
Hell yeah.
I don't care how many moms think that it's the devil's work, but it's awesome.
Well, technically it's 5, but they say 1 million moms.
Whatever. Yeah, it's 5 ladies, like I said, who have nothing better to do after watching commercials about Oprah eating bread.
Lorraine, have you seen Lucifer? Have you seen that?
Bring in the bread. Oprah eats it. No, I honestly think that it's an excellent show. The guy who plays Lucifer is phenomenal. I was on the first episode really was great. Second episode I was kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I kept watching and it's just gotten better.
Yeah, Tom Ellis is awesome every time he opens his fucking mouth.
Yeah, he can't.
Every
That
time
guy
he opens
can't
his
do any wrong, and he's just like so British, on the show, and
Yeah.
it really works. I mean, having a British Satan or devil,
Well,
he's British. It
is
makes
what it
you
is.
sound more evil.
it's
So-
authentic.
It is authentic,
Yeah.
and not to mention, Elizabeth Hurley was like hot British in Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Which I think that was when Brendan Fraser's career started.
George Burns, not so British though.
George Burns. yeah.
Oh God, you devil.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
no, definitely not. So
And that's
guys,
why I didn't do so weird.
didn't check out Lucifer. I mean, it's only 5 episodes in, so
Yeah, get started now.
yeah.
That shit is great. It's hilarious. It's dark.
yeah.
Sometimes it gets dark. It takes these
Yeah, it does.
left
It
turns
does
into
get
this
dark.
dark territory,
Yeah.
and it throws you for a loop, and then it brings you right back to the lightheartedness, and it's like you're reminded probably once per episode, I guess, that this guy is the devil.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like you love this dude, and then all of a sudden it's just like all the breath comes out of you for a second because you're just like, this guy's fucking evil.
Yeah. Well,
What?
you see the evil come out when he really gets into his mode about punishing people.
Yeah.
That's the aspect that he's still really holding on to. Mm-hmm. Because he's always talking about, that's the only reason why he's helping out is to punish people.
Right.
So, he's the Punisher. Get it? Full
Yeah.
circle. Also, another good show that got renewed for season 2 is Superstore.
Oh, yes.
Which I actually thought is really great. Superstore is excellent. It's really a phenomenal show. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, jump on that because that's obviously good enough to have 2 seasons.
Yeah, if you've ever worked in retail.
I was just going to say, if you've ever worked in retail or you know somebody that works at Walmart, I mean, it's basically poking fun of everything.
Yeah.
And no matter where you work, there's somebody in the Superstore cast of characters that you can relate to. There's somebody at your job that is one of those people. Mm-hmm. So it's just something for everybody. And the manager, I just forgot his name, but the guy who plays the manager is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in Mad Men
so
before.
awkward.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I'm looking up Superstore right now. Let me see. His name is... Give me just a second.
Don't you love when that happens? You're
there
I'm
it is.
gonna look something up, and you just click everything but what you're trying to click on.
I knew it was Mick. It's Mark McKinney. Mark McKinney is phenomenal in Superstore. He really puts on this really like awkward kind of voice. He is the manager that is all about like, we're doing this for the experience and yay! But like, you know, when he's kind of like excited when you're like, all right, guy, chill out. It's Walmart. You know, he really is like that manager that everybody's had that you wonder how he has that position because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But someone in corporate trusted him with this responsibility.
Yeah, like I think my best description of his character, like the way his voice is like, if you've ever seen Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
Like when Jim Gaffigan does his little character.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like if that character was just a person full time. Like this is the manager of Superstore.
Yeah, where he's like, could he just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's him.
Yeah.
That's him, like just full time. Like that's just him, always on.
I love when there was some kind of good news in Superstore and he's like, that's great, let's do this. And he goes, I can't stop smiling. So no, but he's I like how I looked up Superstore, but it's giving me the address of the nearest Adam Neve.
Isn't that like a sex toy place?
Yes. It's open till 11 p.m. After this ends, I know where I'm going.
11?
Yeah, 11 p.m.
That's a little tame for a sex place, isn't it?
Well, I think Adam and Eve is kind of like on the, like, they kind of sell some stuff, but if you want, like, porn, you got to go to, like, Amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. What time are they open till?
Like 1 a.m., I think, you know? If you can't find that dildo you're looking for, drive 10 minutes and you'll find a lot.
Or my dog has a bone that you can use. I stepped on it once and it fucking hurts. But I think chicks dig that.
With enough lube, anything's possible, I guess. So Iron Fist.
On Netflix.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I don't think I got... Oh, I do. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. So we are very close. It is the 26th. On March 1st, Mortal Kombat going to be releasing the Kombat Pack 2, which we've talked about. So it's going to be Alien. It's going to be Leatherface. It's going to be Triborg, which is going to be Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke. And then they're also throwing in Boraicho, which if you guys don't know who that is, he's like the drunken master that throws up and farts on people.
Right.
So some really cool brutalities. They're also throwing in some really cool stuff. So if you guys are a fan of Mortal Kombat and you've been on and you've watched any of the gameplay trailers, they now have more thorough, why couldn't I say that word? More thorough gameplay walkthroughs where you can actually see, all the Predator, all of the aliens' X-ray moves, all the new characters' X-ray moves, and just like full-on like gameplay of what these characters are going to be able to do. They're also throwing in new stage fatalities. So we know that the Pit's coming back. If you're an MK fan, you know that big, moon in the background is the Pit stage. The Pit is back and the fatality is viewable online. They are also going to be releasing new stage fatalities for stages that we already have. So they haven't released exactly what they're going to be, but there's rumors out there that if you are kind of into that stage where you can kind of make it blood red and you're kind of at the top of that tower fighting, they're assuming that there's going to be some kind of a fatality with that. Because if you were a fan of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, there was a fatality where you can knock the guy off and he would like break his head and slide down like all these different towers. So I'm hoping they bring back something as brutal as that, but maybe also kind of show like some X-ray moves when the guy hits a part of the stage at some point. Maybe they do like a zoom in where you see like his spine crack, so you know what's happening to this guy and why, how his body breaks as he's gonna die. I think those would be really cool. But I'm interested to see like what else they're gonna bring in, because they used to be like the the forest where you kick the guy into the tree and the tree would eat him. Thought it was a little bit corny, but graphics have improved, so maybe they'll throw something like that in. Right. So March 1st, Kombat Pack 2 is being released, and I think I already said that, but they're all coming out at once. So you won't have to wait like 3 months to get the Predator like we did for the last one. You're going to be able to play all of them whenever you want.
Right.
So Mortal Kombat definitely making a resurgence. So if you guys haven't been practicing, get on those combos.
I thought it was hilarious that when you messed up and said the word thorough.
Yeah.
Like to say it correctly, you had to use your Christopher Walken voice.
See, I disagree because my voice sounds
Thorough.
like my voice sounds like my voice,
I
and
can't do
people
Christopher
have heard
Walken
me
shit.
do Christopher Walken so many times that some words that I say sound like Walken, but wasn't using the Walken voice.
Okay.
So I
Sure.
kind of said thorough.
So
'Cause
folks,
if thorough,
rewind.
be Walken.
So guys, rewind to when he had to say thorough correctly, and then you
Hey,
tell me, what did he do? Did
It's
he
gonna
say
be
did he use Christopher Walken
No,
voice
this
or
is
not?
Christopher Walken. So it's gonna be more thorough fatalities. That's Christopher Walken. Wow, the pigs are back. I can't wait to see him fall and break his face. So, but anyway,
That's it for today.
That's it for today. Make sure, guys, if you're listening to this and you want to see the video podcast, check out redbeardpodcast.com and YouTube and our Facebook Redbeard Podcast because it'll be up there.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, at Redbeard Podcast on Twitter, you know where to find us.
Comment, like, subscribe. Right? What
Yeah.
else do you have to do?
Comment.
Follow.
What are you doing right now? Comment. What about the rated R thing we talked about? What do you think? Do you give a
Dude,
shit?
we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So,
I mean, the camera's over there. Everywhere.
everywhere. So
That's where we are. Just do it. Just do the thing. Like wherever you are, whatever part of the social sphere you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us
All right.
the appropriate love.
Do it.
Peace.
Later.